The Ruins of Arthes lay before us. Is this the most challenging portion of the game right now in early access? Let's jump in and find out. Our journey begins in Courtyard midnight as we enter the Plowshare Inn and pick up a bounty to be able to discover the Ruins of Arthes. Rumor has it there is an unexplored Tomb of the Ancients in the region, and I think we can haggle with the emissary to be able to pick up our reward here a little bit. There we go. We'll do it for almost 300 crowns. While we are in the area, it only makes sense to try and help out this lost expedition who has gone up to try and find the ruins ahead of us, but they have not been heard from for quite some time now. Next, we take a trip to the market and make sure that we have plenty of provisions for a long delve. And then it's off to the forge to make sure all of our equipment is in tip-top shape. Looks like it is. And we want to pick up enough raw materials to make repairs for all of our equipment. We are expecting to have quite a rough time down in the ruins. When you first come to the region, you'll see the black caravan traversing this route. If we pull up the map, we're right here along the edge of the river, and if you have followed along that storyline, then you know that there is a secret route up this cliff that the caravan has been taking, and we will be able to navigate that to be able to make it up to the ruins. The zone of this game is just so beautiful. There is the entrance we are looking for, and here is the beleaguered lost expedition that we have been sent out to find as well. So they say they got lost before they were even able to find the entrance to the ruins, which I find pretty hard to believe, but here they are. We can either help them out by giving them some cured meat or a python to be able to make it through the cliffs and get back home. We have tons of cured meat. We will hand that over, and then they give us 3 torches. Not sure how far they were going to be able to make it on 3 torches. Probably better that we sent them on their way home. Now that we have entered the ruins, we see the amount of light that is provided by our torches. So the inventory here, each torch will provide, 6 light? So we have 176 light to be able to spend. And we get this little glowy effect on the edge of our cursor. It becomes a little bit more of a point-and-click adventure. But let's talk to this character right up here. I wanted to go back down and look for my friends, but my leg, I can't stop the bleeding. I was bitten last night. So if we help her with the medicine, the leg feels much better, thank you. Can I come with you? I want to find my friends. We accept, and we gain a torch. And now we have a level 5 ranger added to the party. Now sadly, her quest is unfinished in the current state of the game, but we're going to try and see what has happened to her friends. Maybe we'll be able to figure it out, even though the formal confines of the quest have not been finalized. Time to go further in. Every exploration here is costing us light and has the chance of triggering a combat encounter. A low growl resonates all around you. You are surrounded. So now we have combat up against the creatures of the tombs. They are leveled to our party's level, and we have no idea how many of them are all around us, fighting mole rats and creepers. For my archer, I have the stylish bow. This will allow him to put an area of burning out on the map, and the fire will provide us at least some vision. So he can't carry a torch in his offhand because the bow is a two-handed weapon. He's kind of locked in that way. The same thing with my pole arms, but at least he'll be able to provide a little bit of help there. Axe, I want him to keep hold of Splitter. That's my biggest damage dealer. So he's going to hang on to that. Unfortunately, also not able to carry a torch. Eowyn, though, you can grab Ulfbert of the Eye. And this, if we strike 2 targets, then we create fire under each of them. So we'll be able to get a little bit more vision from that, potentially. And instead of a shield, we'll be able to take a torch. Loki, instead of that poison dagger, take a torch. Odo, you're going to drop the big hammer, go to a small one, also carry a torch. We need as much light as possible. These 2 are locked out, and our new friend, the ranger, is also bringing a torch. Beginning our first battle in the pitch darkness here. It's kind of interesting. You can grab your characters with a torch and be able to scout out what the map looks like, though this will not show you where enemies will be starting. Like, they could be spawning in right in this zone, and you won't see them here as you are setting up your troops. We want to try and keep our units as consolidated as possible so that we can have our torchbearers be able to show us the enemies that we need to strike. Let's see, and we definitely want to keep you safe. The new ranger is tagged as an important character, so if she goes down, we have to restart the battle. And we definitely don't want her going gallivanting off into the darkness. Here we are starting out. We've got our units consolidated in the center, and then we're going to take Odo with his torch and try and bring him back to be able to cover this portion. We spot out a mole rat. So these guys have cover of darkness as their main mechanic. As long as they are in the darkness, they gain brutality, meaning they do more damage. If they get caught out in the torchlight, then they have fragility, meaning they take more damage. They also have strength in numbers, so the more mole rats that gather together, they start doing more damage, and that's really the only way that they're going to be able to do significant damage. The really dangerous guys are the creepers, and we want to be able to spot them out because them getting the bonus of brutality out of cover of darkness, very, very dangerous. Do we want to move up to be able to kill this rat? I think we do. We want to squish the rat. So we will smack him, and then we want to fall back towards the rest of the group. Ooh, we spot out another rat. Okay, good to know, good to know. Now the creepers take their turns. Oh, we got one. Comes in against Odo. Okay, so one moved entirely in darkness, and one just came up to attack Odo here. Well, I know that this rat is not taking his turn now, but if there's one here, there's probably some more sprinkled in this zone that I cannot see. But we also have Eowyn just caught out on her lonesome, which is very dangerous. So we probably want to start drawing her back. She'll come. Oh, good. We spot out a creeper. Okay, okay. We have the movement to be able to get in. So we'll use Hallowed Strike to kill the rat. And then we can move up to be able to engage the creeper. Destabilizing Strike. Big hit for us. Wonderful. We could use Torch Strike to be able to finish them off, but that would degrade the strength of the torch and the amount of light that we have to be able to complete the entire dungeon. So I think we'll hold off. We have other characters who can spend their turn to be able to finish that guy off before he gets his turn. Okay, here comes a rat up against Eowyn. Not great that she's starting to get worn down already. Probably want to make sure that if there's anything here in the center, we can deal with it. We also have Snipe with the flaming arrow that would be able to give us some more scouting information as well. Honestly, I think that we just move Dora up to try and kill this rat. There we go. And then maybe the spear throw. Can we get the spear throw to be able to reach? Yes, we can. Okay. We'll see if that will be able to finish off the creeper. Hopefully it does. Ah, no. It's not enough. She gives us just this tiny bit of light out here. I don't see any other enemies, so, I mean, that's a plus. More enemies up against Odo has me a little worried. Maybe we can move Jab up to help him out. Yeah, we'll come up. That gives us brutality. We can galvanize to be able to keep our valor points high. Impale. We could fully finish the mole rat, or I think that the creepers are just so much more dangerous than the mole rats. We spend the resources against them. And then spear wall in case anything comes out of the darkness. We'll be able to get to another round to finish these guys off before they take another action. Oh, there was a rat. Dora, you missed the rat. The rat snuck in here off the darkness to be able to strike her. We have a creeper going next, and I don't know where he is, which bothers me. But I don't know if it can be helped. I think that we come up with Clint to be able to support here. And this is where, let's see, 42 damage. We would be able to catch it here. Yeah, so we gotta go for a high roll here. Hey, we got it. 49 damage, very nice. And then recoil shot hopefully finishes the rat. It does. Even more damage, 70 on the crit. Okay, where is she gonna go? Oh no, there's a creeper. There's a creeper right there. Okay, so she moves up, which I hate. But we do spot out the creeper. Hopefully he already took his turn. Is that what we hope? Axe will be able to kill him. So another creeper moved just completely in the darkness. I think we do. We'll send Axe up. Has no idea what else is out there. But we'll just kill what's right in front of us. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll back up because I'd rather Axe take the hits than over here. Quinningeth who did not accept my offer of better armor, so she's very flimsy. The camera doesn't move if the enemies start their movement in darkness, so the creeper came up, got caught by the spear wall from Jab, so it was actually very fortunate for us. And then Aowen is surrounded by mole rats at this point, which is very bad. Very, very bad. We will come up here with Snipe, hoping that this middle zone is safe, relatively safe, and put some fire over here to hopefully drive off the mole rats. We get one of them, and we get a little bit more vision. Okay, another mole rat sneaks through up against Odo. His armor is broken, and yet another one against Aowen, though her armor is holding. And then another mole rat against Odo. How many are here? We have another creeper and 2 more mole rats. Okay, well, we would like to be able, we kind of have split off into 3 different groups. I would like to consolidate that to at least 2, maybe 1. So Loki will come in, pop those 2, and then move to a central position. And then hopefully we'll be able to bring these back. The thing is, no, maybe I shouldn't have done that, because if she decides that she wants to just keep on advancing, we have to send people with her to protect her. We get the riposte out of Aowen to be able to drop the creeper. And then another rat. Oh my gosh. Aowen is going to be so sick of rats. Hey, we get to use the sword with the spread attack. Also lights that zone on fire. Use destabilizing strike to be able to drop this one. And we can start consolidating our lines. Coming back up here with Dora. Oh, there's the creeper. He was the hidden one. The one that remained in darkness. Huge attack against Axe there. But I don't think that he will be able to withstand Axe's wrath. Alright, Dora kills the mole rat. And then, if she's feeling particularly bold, we can come all the way down here and be able to line up this gorgeous spear throw across 3 of them, applying bleeding to all of them as well. And then back up 1/2 meter. Okay, and they both want to take their turns. Well, I think this one is going to get caught up by Jab's spear wall that he's already set up. So we will just focus on the rats. There's 1 and 2. I wish it said... I wish that once you'd seen all the enemies, you could keep better track up on the top. But our overall progress is we're almost to galvanized, so we're doing fairly well at being able to make it through here. Let's light these guys on fire, be able to get a little bit more vision. Pretty good damage there. And then make sure we end next to an ally for the Valor point. Oh, the last creeper. Okay, Axe is still standing. He's at 3 health. What? What? Oh, he did. He got close enough to be able to make an attack. I didn't realize that their bases were connected. Wow. I could have finished him before he made that attack. Okay, but before this ranger gets any funny ideas, we're just going to use Splitter to level the odds here. A lot of damage, a lot of bloodshed. And then we probably want to kill... I mean, we want to kill both of them. We're so close to being able to get Wrath on this one. It's like 1 health away. 3 health away from being able to trigger Wrath. But we'll keep... We'll move Axe a half step away because I don't want him to catch burning. There we go. Dagger Strike. Oh, Torch into Dagger Strike. Ah, it's not enough. No. Alright, Loki, it looks like you're coming back to this side. I know, I pulled you away from here, but I shouldn't have done it. Wait, we can actually knock these guys out? We can capture them? We can capture the creepers? That's amazing. And that was the last one. There we go. So we have gained 15 carcasses, 11 rat carcasses, 8 sets of cloth, and 65 pristine fangs. And we have taken prisoner Egric the Creeper. This is making me think that maybe I should have brought along more medicine. I had the ability to be able to craft more, but I suppose we'll just have to trust in the strength of our armor and use our materials. Keep on repairing these armor sets. We have come to a crossroads, and we can either go to the left or to the right. And ooh, there is a chest locked with a golden key. No, I don't have a golden key. I kind of wish that I had an extra one on me to be able to say what is inside, but maybe we'll be able to find one later on. Come back to this area. Okay, if we throw up our camp, the camp here in the dungeon setting looks amazing, and I don't actually want to carry the creeper around. Though I'm kind of curious if I'm able to leave with one of them. I'm also very curious if when we dismiss, we have a chance of recruiting him if he would stay with us. They get captured as prisoners rather than as like tamed animals, so interesting little nuance here. Yeah, we'll get rid of him. I don't want to have to feed him right now. All right, we go up. You can see a room below, several meters under your feet. A python has been driven into the edge of the platform you are standing on, but the rope has been removed. We can jump. One of your companions could be injured in the process, or use one of our rope items, or turn back. We'll use the rope to be able to see what's at the bottom. I think I found the bottom. Okay, so we have the rope to be able to go back up. We find this strange symbol on the wall. Important to keep track of these. So we have, it's red, the red double circle, and then we can press on further through the ravine. I assume that we want to continue to advance. Perhaps this is the location of one of our friend's companions. So now we can turn back here, press on in any direction, and always explore the urns. Fragments of a small item. Only the scattered pieces of this small ancient object remain. A scholar could repair this. So this is where if you go to camp and if you have crafted the lectern and if you have a party companion assigned as a scholar, then you can use it and you get this inventory of these the fragments. And then you can set it up to research and it'll take them 3 nights and then they'll be able to turn this into a trinket for you. Or something potentially better. Usually the color of this top bar kind of shows how rare and also like how long it takes them to be able to work on it will show the value that the item will end up being. So we'll get Odo, our brute scholar, to work on that when we take rests, at least for now. A few pieces of wood have been nailed to a wall and are held together by a padlock to create a makeshift barricade. We can break the door open, we can try and pick the lock, or we can leave things as they are. Let's pick the lock and see what is behind. We can go exploring in. And okay, so this opens up to a new area. Here we go. Oh, we found another symbol. Okay. Yellow box with a zigzag. And there is a body on the floor carrying some crowns. A treatise on the plague, a book dealing with the plague and how to treat it. That'll give us knowledge. Amazing. Torch and the rope. Seems like this is the explorer. Let's go ahead, read this book, be able to get a little bit more knowledge points. Wonderful to find. I wonder if this is the person's companion. I don't know. They didn't react when we found them. For this puzzle on the wall, you once again have to have a scholar in the party, and then you can attempt to solve it if you have the genius to be able to do so. Hey, we got it! You have discovered the rune building. And now, if we go to the knowledge compendium, we have runes and codices. We've learned building. The full gameplay around this portion of the compendium is not really well fleshed out at this point in early access, but I'm looking forward to what they end up doing with this. Yeah, we'll have to turn back. Now, every movement, even if it's a place you've already explored, it does take a little bit of your torchlight, so you want to plan your steps carefully. Going to new areas takes more torchlight, and back traveling, why does it say borrow? Back traveling takes a little bit less. Let's advance. I want to be able to explore everything down here. You hear jaws snapping in the dark. We are under attack! Level 6 creatures of the tombs. I'm not going to go through all of the combat turn by turn, but if anything particularly interesting or exciting happens, I will make sure to show it off. Another combat managed, and we are really digging deep into our supplies. Could have done with even more repair materials and certainly more medicine as well. Maybe we don't have too many combat encounters, but from all the branching paths, I think we have a number of fights left to go. This, however, seems to be the main room with this sarcophagus here in the center. If you have a miner assigned, you can harvest the sandstone of the tomb to be able to crack it open. And inside we gain, you have explored the ruins, the treasure of the ancients. The owner of this broken relic must have come from noble lineage. A scholar could repair this. Let's go ahead and trade out this new, more valuable relic from the central tomb. This one takes 7 days, an entire week's worth of work to be able to be pieced back together. Hopefully it's worth it. And then we can actually inspect this wall over here. And if we hover over for long enough, then we have discovered the rune town. This means we are starting to fill in the compendium. Slowly, very slowly, but surely. The only way to go is to turn back. Now we're back here at this central zone. So I think that we press on to this new portion. We're over encumbered with all the sandstone and carcasses, but it doesn't seem to be slowing us down as we are traversing the ruins here. We found the Builder's Codex, Chapter 2. This Codex of the Ancients can be deciphered at the lectern only if the following runes have been learned. We've learned one, but not all, and we also get fragments of a small item. So another little goodie for our scholar to be able to work on. We can also catch the blue circle within circle here in the corner. And we have another body, probably one of our friend's companions. We find the golden key, a torch, and some crowns. So we will be able to go back and see what is inside that one chest. The ground looks very unstable here. One might easily get hurt. This is trying to press on in a new direction. We can proceed normally, proceed cautiously, which will expend more of our light, or turn back. We're going to go cautiously, using light times 3. We've made it. We're at a new room here. Oh, we inspect the bucket. There's a bucket on the side of the well, but there is no telling what it contains. What is inside the bucket? With my little thief reaching for the bucket, your companion makes it tumble into the well. The clatter as it falls sends tremors through the tomb. Drums can be heard in the distance. They are coming. Oh no. Did we just get Pippined? Or is it Mary? Someone in the comments is going to let me know which one knocked the bucket down the tomb. And then we get a name here, Letos. A shadow emerges from the depths of the well. You're under attack. The champion creeper is crawling out of the tomb. Well, I am now disappointed that I was not a big enough Lord of the Rings fan to see that coming. So we have another combat that we get to resolve here. This is our third one. We still have had enough resources to be able to keep all our guys topped up. And these enemies are going to be level 5 instead of level 6. I always hate this opening turn because I have no information. I have no idea where I should go, and I have too few torches to be able to like spend somebody from the center of my line to go out exploring. It's just a shot in the dark. I'm not even gonna set up the Overwatch. We'll just generate the Valor point and see where the enemies appear from. Only one decided to show their face. Maybe we swing around here. Be able to get some torch line. Okay, we caught out. Well, great. We can see him. At least that takes away the brutality, but we cannot close and engage with him. We just gotta watch him run up and smack us now. Information is good. Scouting information is very good, but only if you get it in time to be able to do something about it. Well, Axe, I think you're the man for this job. If you swing up here, you should be able to drop both of them in a single blow. Yes! My most legendary companion. And another mole rat comes in to take his place, but Eowyn had stashed up a stack of riposte from being engaged with an enemy. So she's able to drive that mole rat off. Another one comes in. Unfortunately, you only get one stack of riposte there. I wish as you upgraded it, you would get a few more. That's not the case. I'm kind of worried about Loki over here. Not a great character to be out on his own. Let's see. Get me a little bit of scouting information. No enemies in sight. That doesn't mean they are not there. Okay, now fall back because I don't want Dora completely in the dark. Oh, there we go. Dora gets smacked. Eowyn has been absolutely piling up the bodies over here. Now, I think we want to use Jab to be able to drive these rats off. At least fend them off a little bit. And this is a great opportunity to use Galvanize, top up on Valor points. And, I mean, we have so many. We could even just take a random guess that somebody else is going to come and attack us from this position. So, we'll throw up the spear wall. We make the Valor point back anyway here. And then we just wait. Where do you want to go? She wants to attack this rat. Thankfully, not hitting Dora with the torch strike. I have definitely seen her hurt our allies before. And Odo, I think I want your vision line around this corner. Okay, there is somebody here. Ugh. I'd love to be able to just kill it. Okay, so we get rid of that rat, and then we can back up a little bit. He's a little bit overextended here, but I think we'll be able to help him out if he needs it. Well, Dora, you have nothing to go on. Maybe you just pull back to the center, so that way if we see a group of enemies end up coming in from one side or the other, she'll be able to help out anybody else. Creeper comes in against Odo, and then another creeper just moving in the darkness. We can hear him, but we cannot see him, and another one of the ones that we cannot see is about to go. I'm worried because our quest character is off on the side, so is Loki. Okay, Axe, come down, be able to kill this creeper. Very good, very good. Eowyn, drop this mole rat. I'm finding it hard to believe that there could be any more off on this side, but you never know. Okay, looks like we're clear, at least in the immediate area. Maybe we can use the flaming arrow to be able to get some more scouting vision. We haven't had anybody hit us from this side. So either they didn't spawn in over there or the map ends over there. Alright, great. Oh no, Dora's gotten surrounded over here in the darkness. It was a new round. These mole rats came up on her just at the end of the last round, and now this creeper coming up. Okay. Snipe? Is that the play? This one is about to go. I would really like to be able to get it off her, but she's engaged with this one. Yikes. I think we get Clint up here. No, he doesn't have range. How is this possible? Okay. We use recoil. The archers in the dark, hard countered. They can't do anything for us. So then we go up here and we attack here. Okay. 2 point blank shots. And now we got him. We'll fall back. We're surrounding this creeper. We'll be ready to attack him. Generate the valor point. Now, who's next? Okay, an invisible mole rat. And then, which creeper? This one wants to go. I think he's locked down with the edge of this spear wall. So, let's send Eowyn back to be able to drop this guy. Yes, beautiful, beautiful work. Okay. Love my swordsman. What can Snipe do for us here? He can soften them up a little bit at least. Put out the fire arrow. Wow, 2 crits. Amazing. Amazing. Generate the valor point. Let this guy kill himself on the spear wall, which he obliges to do. We're galvanized, so only 1 or 2 more enemies. Ooh, I heard bad noises out here. Creepers sprung up on Dora. Dora is dying. And all the allies around her, except for Odo, have already gone. Okay, so we can bring Odo up. He just barely makes it to be able to use first aid. Bring Dora back up. Don't want any surprises. Dropping one of my best companions. And then another creeper comes in against Loki. That's nasty. Let's go ahead and reposition Dora. We'll slide off to the side here. Be able to make the attack. Oh, we can finish him off. If we finish him off, she just regains the valor point there. Ah, the opponents are demoralized. Will we let them go? No, we're gonna finish this. This is a Letos, the named enemy creeper. My guess is with the storyline of the ranger that you pick up, that this is one of her companions and he has become a creeper now. And what cruel irony, she is now going to kill him. There he goes, he falls. We were able to loot all. We don't have enough resources to make all of the repairs. And it's about at this point we might want to be a little bit stingy with the fracture. We do want to heal that. We might want to be a little stingy. Some of the injuries really don't need to be healed. They don't make too much difference. Eowyn certainly needs her armor repaired. She is always on the forefront of things, as does Odo. But there, we're already out. Your companions are tired. It would be advised to rest before pushing on. I will take the advice. We can also get some more valor points back then. We'll work our way through all of these carcasses that we have picked up, so we don't actually have to pilfer our supplies too much. I stocked up so much on food. I didn't need to do that. I needed to stock up more on medicine and the raw materials for repairs. There's nothing else too interesting in this room except for this large door. So if we inspect the door is locked. And then if we inspect this little thing, we have to assign our scholar here. And then as we turn this, we see the different symbols that we have already seen. So if we go by memory, the box with the zigzag was yellow, and then the red one, we had the 2 circles. There we go. A blue, a red, and a yellow. Hey, solving a puzzle in the Tomb of the Ancients grants a knowledge point? That's amazing. And Odo has become, oh no, that's his new perk. Now that he has become, he's leveled up as a scholar. Okay, so now when in the future, when he solves puzzles in the Tomb of the Ancients, you gain a knowledge point. That's amazing. That's really amazing. If you get that puzzle wrong, like if you have forgotten one of the different symbols, a trap will trigger and it will injure your companion and it will give them the sprain, the one that keeps them from being able to be assigned to a job. And so it means that you have to assign somebody else as a scholar to give it a try as another guess. And if everybody ends up being injured, you're going to have to trek all the way back through the rest of the dungeon. And then this is kind of the shortcut back. If we inspect the fountain here, 2 gems glimmer in the monster's eye sockets. Taking them should be child's play. We can take the left eye for a ruby, and we can take the sapphire out of the other eye. And now deprived of the gems, the monster's gaze seems less intimidating. Well, we will leave him to his musings. In this urn, we find the fragments of a small item, giving us more little trinkets. And we can go on exploring. I believe this will take us back to the central chamber, or at least one of them. Ah, yes, it does. Okay, beautiful. Now we want to backtrack to be able to get to, here it is, locked with the golden key. We can unlock it. This is the key that we picked up off of the body of one of the other dungeon delvers, and as we explore we get fragments of a precious item. So a higher level, you have the fragments of small items, or just tiny trinkets, fragments of a precious item. This is going to be a valuable item to be able to sell, but it's probably not going to be useful. And then the one that we have hooked up in camp right now, I believe I have seen that this turns into a legendary hammer. I'm going to probably time skip to be able to show off what that is, because it's a important piece of the loot that you can pull out of this spot. And then we'll take the other gems here and the Builder's Codex Chapter 1, which we have actually already learned the runes required to be able to decipher it. Wonderful stuff. So we can head on out, and as we exit, I believe that the companion will come up. Oh no, why are you still here? I want to leave you. When I've played this before, she just wants to stay. Here we go. I'm sorry, but I cannot come with you. I must get back to my friends. And so she will just kind of stay waiting around here for the developers to finish her quest, which hopefully will be soon. We have survived our delve through the Ruins of Arthes. What did we learn? Well, we learned that you don't need to stock up on food so much as repair materials and medicine. We were at the very end of our supply of raw materials. We had a lot of damaged armor, but we did make it, being able to start every battle fresh, and we cut through half of our medicine, though things easily could have been a lot more expensive in terms of medicine, depending on the placement of enemies and how the fights went, because when you're fighting in the dark, you just have so little information to be able to go on. You get surprised with the creepers popping out and then dropping your character to basically no health. And there's not much counterplay to that. We did finally piece together the fragments of the legendary item that was found in the tomb, and we have crafted the ingenious one. No present-day blacksmith could ever hope to reproduce this weapon. The technique used to balance it is only known to the ancients. You deal 60 to 80% of strength damage to the target, and if this unit has more strength than the target, the damage dealt is doubled, and a critical hit is guaranteed, which is absolutely crazy. So this is a one-handed mace, beautiful mace to be able to apply to your brute. We are definitely going to have some fun playing around with this. And what I find extremely interesting about this is you have the naming convention, the ingenious one. And if we hop over to the bow that you pick up from the champion down here in the region of Arthes, if you kill the ghost archer of Harag, you get the indomitable one. So it leads me to believe that we are going to have legendary weapons following the same naming convention for all of the different classes. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if delving through the ruins pushed your party to the limit, and subscribe if you want to see my future Wartales content. Till then, thank you guys for watching and have a good one.